Hey y'all, welcome to my live. Okay, today we're going to be talking about Love is Blind and all the craziness that's going on. Like this season is so weird to me. Like I just cannot put my finger on it. Yeah, like every season comes with its drama, especially like recent seasons where people are being exposed. Like that's a common thing, but I don't know. It's something off about this season. But shout out to all the people coming in. Hey, Roxanne, shout out to you for being the first. Hey, Sinal. Hey, Dom Down. So I'm just gonna wait for a few more people to come in. But while we're coming in, I would like for y'all to tell me. So I saw this post. I believe it's on Twitter or TikTok, one of those. And they were talking about like the worst, partners or the worst people to be casted on Love is Blind. And, obviously they had Shake on there. I believe they had Shane. Did they have Shane? I don't know if they had Shane. They had Shake. They had SK. They had Bartice. I forgot who else. Oh, what's that girl's name that did Old Boy Dirty? I forgot her name. I'll just show y'all the pictures. Okay. So they had Shake. They had Bartice. They had her. I forgot her name, but y'all know her. And SK. And then they tried to say like they tried to add in, I believe, Tyler, and I believe they added obviously Steven from this season. And who do you think is the worst? And obviously, I'm gonna say, really, you can't get no worse than Steven or Tyler from this season. Like, honestly, Steven and Tyler from this season make everything else look like child's play. No pun intended. Oh, Clay was on there too. I just downloaded some pictures because I planned on doing a TikTok about it later. But thank you for adding Clay, because I got to make sure I download Clay's picture. Uche too. Jackie, yeah, her name was Jackie. Zena, oh, y'all put some good people. Hold on now. I might have to do a full video on it. Y'all need to just keep giving me the names. Let's see. Worst partner. I think I'm just gonna have to do a video, y'all, because y'all are reminding me. Okay, so we have, before we get into the live and we talk about all the couples, I want y'all to tell me who should be on the worst partners list, and men and women. So we already said SK. We already said Shake. We already said what was the other guy? Clay. Jackie. Oh, Zenup, in the whole cutie gate. Chelsea. Y'all think Chelsea should be on here? Yeah, we can put Chelsea on here because she did do this man dirty. Even though we know the man didn't want her, he still do her dirty. Okay, yeah, I forgot about Uche. Gotta put Uche on there. And I'm sorry, what was the one that he had dated before? What's her name? Maria. She need to be on there too. It looks like Ashley still with Tyler. Y'all, don't tell me Ashley's still with Tyler. Please don't tell me that. Lydia. Her name was Lydia. I don't know where I got Maria from. But Lydia need to be on there. What's the one who was giving her dog wine to drink? Yes, what was her name? I forgot about season 1. Low key, I need to get a refresher on season 1 because all I remember from season 1 is Lauren and Cameron. And what's the other guy's name? Barton. The other couple that's still together to this day. I just saw them. They did a podcast or whatever. I might owe one of them an apology because I heard the editing was bad around them. Jessica. Ooh, Micah. Yep. Michael for sure. And what was her friend name on that season? You stand, Jessica? Barnett. Yeah. No, I like Barnett. Barnett's not going to go on the list, but I know who y'all talked about. Barnett. Oh, Bartiz. How I forget about Bartiz? And Bartiz sitting up there had somebody pregnant while he was going on Perfect Match. Irina did Raggedy. Carlton was the OG worst partner on this show. I don't even know how Carlton got casted outside of the mess. Okay. Jeremy. You know he was the OG. He was the OG. He was the one. He was the main one terrorizing his partner season 1. A hot mess. Mark and Damien. Okay. Low key, like I said, I need a refresher on season 1 because I forgot. Trevor. Big doofy Trevor. Okay, I got Shake. Hey, Mia. Carlton like men's. Has Carlton dated a woman since he's been on the show? I mean, since he's been off the show? Publicly. Carlton just said what he had to say to get on that show. You can't tell me no different. You just can't tell me no different. He said what he needed to say. Okay? And then when it came out that he was one of the Bailey boys on Real Housewives of Atlanta, Cynthia's Bailey agency, he was one of the Bailey boys. I was like, he was wrong. He did her dirty. He did her very dirty. Izzy. Jared. When I tell you, even though there are people that have done worse on the show and that have been like horrible, Jared is one of those. I turn my nose up every time I hear his name because I really feel like all of that was avoidable. You know you didn't want to be with Ayanna. You knew from day one when that girl rejected you. You know who that's who you wanted, and you sat up there and wasted Ayanna's time. Then on top of that, after y'all get married, you gonna cheat on her in her own bed, and then on top of that, when she exposed you, you gonna try to place the blame on her and try to make it seem like she did something to. Whew. I could go in on Jared to this day. I still have that same fire in me against him. Not Jared, Jarrett, the one who was with Ayana season 2. Izzy is actually sweet. Izzy ain't that sweet because Izzy just got done getting caught cheating on TikTok. So go check that out. I wasn't even trying to find that tea. I was just scrolling and somebody exposed him for cheating on his girlfriend. So he ain't that sweet. Yeah, we got SK and we got Trevor, Sarah Ann. Yeah, you right up here with Jeremy. Y'all gonna be together. Y'all know they broke up, but we knew it wasn't gonna last. Not easy, Lord. I that fell in my lap. I was not looking for any tea on Izzy, but I guess because I like so much Love Is Blind content, when it came out, it just came on my For You page, and I'm just like, you are exactly who I thought you were. You ain't fooling nobody. So you thought you had a rebrand on Perfect Match, but you exposed yourself because that's who you are. Yeah, we said Jeremy. SK was the worst. He got exposed. Like, oh my goodness, SK. I'm mad at SK because I believed him. He fooled me too. I really, and remember, Raven she wasn't even all the way into him at first, but he did everything to draw her in, only to be cheating on her the entire time. Mm-mm. Oh, Izzy got caught cheating on his girlfriend. Not anybody from the show, but whoever he's with now or was with a couple of weeks ago, he cheated on her. I wasn't fooled because Nigerian men. Now, I'm not going to lie. People in the comments told me about him and Nigerian men, and I didn't want to hear it because I didn't know nothing about Nigerian men. But y'all was right. Oh, the dude that ditched the white girl with the dress talking about a retwist at 3 a.m. What was his name, y'all? That guy from last season. I forgot his name because he showed me to be on the list. Y'all know Facebook is so random. I saw him randomly on my Facebook timeline. Somebody had reposted him. He got an award or something like that. Kenneth. I was like, what's Kenneth like? Shout out to Kenneth for being a good principal because obviously he blamed his lack of attraction on work. So I would hope he was being a great principal. I forgot about these people. Low key, I forgot about a lot of them too. And I don't know how I forgot about Kenneth that he just came from last season. Okay, y'all, we're gonna get started in a second, but let me grab some tissue. I'm still dealing with this cold. It's going on 4 weeks. I'll be right back. Zinc works great for colds. Okay, I'm gonna have to get me some. I'm gonna have to give me some zinc, child, because I don't know what's going on with this. It's just annoying. But let's go ahead and get started. Okay, let's fix that. All right. So, okay, what are we thinking about Taylor and Garrett? For the most part, am rooting for them. I like them as a couple. I said before, there are boring couple that's gonna make it. Sorry, y'all. There are boring couple that's gonna make it. The only thing that I think is going to present a huge problem. Well, two things actually. His family. Now, I've been tap dancing around it because I can't say for sure, but the way he reacted to her saying that she wasn't, that she was another race other than white, and he's never dated white people. I mean, he's only dated white women, made me think, would his family approve of her? And all this extra concern and this back and forth and, constantly talking to him about that is making me question. We can't say for sure. We for sure can't say for sure. But it's making me wonder, it's making me question, like, why? It could just be because the situation is crazy. It is. And then Love is Blind as a whole has a terrible success rate for marriage, right? So it very well could be that. I don't want to put that on nobody, but it does cross my mind. All right. And then two, when it comes to moving, for him to have never lived anywhere else, he's always lived, driving distance of his parents, lived in his hometown his whole life. For him to move across the country, especially to get married and y'all want to start a family, and she's going to have all her people there. You are going to be the one that's away from everything you're used to. And then on top of that, you're going to have your mama in your ear complaining every 2 seconds about you being gone. So I wonder, I feel like it's going to be more of a strain than they're giving this situation credit for. I feel like it's going to be much more taxing on their relationship than they're acknowledging. And those are the things that I'm concerned about in their relationship. Outside of that, it seems like, they're getting along pretty well. But let's see what y'all are saying. He'll be cheating with white women the whole time. Dang, cookie dough. Good couple. The move would be big if he doesn't do it. Yes, that man doesn't want to move far from his family. Taylor's the most white passing Asian girl. She is. Is she mixed? She's mixed, right? She's biracial. She's white and Asian. His family seemed off on the marriage. Yeah. They're so cute together, but asking someone to move to, that's my other thing with her. Why did you come on a show based in the DMV, but where you really want to be long term is San Diego? I feel like that's unfair. I feel like the whole reason of them finding people from the same area is so that they can be in that same area together, so distance won't play a part in their, some people can't do long distance. Most people, I would say. Some people it works for them, but long term, you want to be in San Diego. Long term, how does he know he doesn't want to still be in the DMV next to his people until he moves there? And then it's like, I miss my family. I want my kids to know their grandparents. You know what I'm saying? It's not like they're a couple hours away. Let's see. Moving across the country with a stranger is a lot. I do think he at least feels like he loves her. If you squint your eyes, Taylor looks fully white. If she wouldn't have said nothing, y'all, I'm gonna be real with y'all. If she wouldn't have said nothing, I probably wouldn't have second guessed it. You know what I'm saying? You could see it a little bit when, you could see it a little bit. But if she would have told me she was white, I would have believed her. Maybe they can compromise on location if they move forward. That is so true. She should have waited for Cali season. I agree. I don't like the whole let's move thing. Me either. It's kind of like you dropping a bomb on somebody. Oh, I already got you in my clutches. So it's like you're manipulating the situation because he has feelings for you and he'll do anything for you. And you're gonna get what you want at the end of the day. But are you really taking his feelings into consideration? Truly. Kind of selfish. Garrett can FaceTime. This is in the 1950s, but that's different than being with your family in person. If they don't get married, this might be the only season where there are no married couples, child. To be fair, Lauren had a similar reaction with Cameron because she had only dated black men. That's true. That's true, but y'all, you know, it's a little different with the history of this country. I would wonder if things would have been different had she been another. I don't know, child. That's what I keep wondering. It's giving. Sorry, y'all. It's giving Steven and Sabrina perhaps divorced by the reunion. Because they were the perfect couple until the reunion came. Divorced by the reunion if Garrett and Taylor are naive enough to say yes. Did you see Garrett's glow up? I did. I did see his glow up. He looked better. I'm not saying he just fine, but he looked a lot better. And a lot of people, I heard some people say, you know, he must still be with her because, you know, that's that wifey glow up. We'll see. I want them to work. I low key do too. In spite of it all. Let me see. The white thing when Garrett said that, it bothered me. It rubbed me the wrong way too. I'm not gonna lie. It definitely rubbed me the wrong way. That San Diego drip. she probably had her gay bestie hook him up or something for all we know. Anyway, let's move on. Y'all, what do y'all think about these two? I just don't see it working. I don't see it working. They did have he had a beautiful moment with her father, meeting him and reading him that letter, talking about how much he loved his daughter and was going to take care of her. And the dad just broke down. That was beautiful, y'all. I got goosebumps. I'm getting goosebumps now talking about it. It was just a beautiful moment. And I really hate the fact that they are not a good match. I hate the fact that she is clearly not ready to be married. Him, I'm not all the way sold on him either, because that petty thing he did about buying that shirt just because his ex didn't like it and him continuously calling himself a dog. Yeah, I'm not sold on either one of them, but she for sure putting her hands on somebody, like covering my mouth, telling me to be quiet when we arguing. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. The fact that he's even giving her the time of day after that. Anyway, and then I know, like, even if none of that affects their relationship, the fact that he's so neat and tidy and everything has its place in his apartment, and you know, he's just very organized versus her place, her place looked like a scene straight out of Hoarders. And like, I could not believe she allowed that to be filmed. That lets me know that place be worse than that. I mean, has stuff everywhere. Like, girl, you couldn't take all that stuff and shove it in a little hallway closet? Oh my goodness. My grandma, do you know my grandmother would get all of her strength and slap the mess out of me if I ever allowed my place to be filmed like that? Oh my goodness. The way he reacted when he saw her mess, I know he loves her. He must, because I'm sorry. It was funny because when he first walked in, he was like, "Oh, I'm gonna take my shoes off." Honey, you should have left them on. You would have done better. It's probably cleaner outside of the door than it is inside. Her house was a hot mess. Like, what? Why didn't she decline filming? Because it was horrendous. Looked like she got robbed. It showed it looked like she got ransacked. Why did you show anybody that? She don't care. She doesn't. She was not embarrassed. She was not shamed. She was like, "Oh, this is my first time letting anyone see my mess." Girl, that is not cute. That is not cute. And I'm telling you, that is not going to work for him. That is not going to work for him. She already don't want to cook. And I'm not saying, you know, they have to take on the traditional gender roles. But you could tell that he gonna want her to be a little way cleaner than that. The way his place looked, it was embarrassing. I would have pulled the cameraman out of there like Nene pulled him in our closet. She would have lost on Room Raiders. I'm screaming. She must have thought it was quirky. She must have. I low-key want Tim and Alex to work, but they are giving toxic. It's not going to, y'all. Even if they get married to each other, that's going to be a toxic marriage. And I doubt it lasts long because both of them are a little volatile. I think he was okay with the mess because he doesn't plan on marrying her. You know what? That very well could be it. I've never seen a room like that on TV outside of Hoarders. And I'm not going to lie. There have been times where my place has gotten crazy. And it's like, you know, Piggy, you need to do something about this. There's no way I would allow that to get caught on film. No way. No way. She and on a different note, y'all, I wonder if she's depressed. Because how do you let your place get like that and it doesn't bother you? You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't mean to get deep, but usually when people let themselves go in that way, it's something underlying with that. Joke Society really does seem like Alex. Yes, I promise you. I was like, something has to be off with her mentally, emotionally. Whose room was worse, Alex or Brett from Married at First Sight? I forgot what his place looked like. Yes, Pinky is psychological. I thought maybe depression too. And that was after her cleaning up. She had clothes and bags to give away. Y'all believe that them clothes were not in bags to give away? She probably just never took them bags out of them clothes when she moved in, for all we know. I feel like it's easy to say, oh, these clothes I'm going to give away. I don't know. Maybe her dad's illness. Okay. That could be it. That really could. And let me have some grace, because I can't imagine both of my parents having MS. I know that has to be very difficult to go through. And I can imagine maybe if she's not dealing with those emotions, she could take it out on the people close to her, like a partner. Like, maybe that's why she, lashes out, because that's the way it comes out. But she needs to find a healthier way to cope with those emotions, because it's not fair for you to put your hands on your partner at all. Cole's, yeah. Oh, yeah, I forgot about Cole. Cole's place was nasty too. She could hire a maid service. Yeah, something, y'all. I'm sorry. There's no excuse for it. Cole's whole bathroom was demonic. Okay, y'all, I spent too much time on this. I ain't mean to go in like that. No, she just means stop making excuses for this. No, we ain't gonna call her grizzly bear now. I do have empathy for what she's dealing with. I do. Let's move on before it gets ugly. First of all, both of them are in denial. I'm so sick of them acting like, oh, we're non-judgmental. We go with the flow. We're just two hippies. We're just, we just fly where the wind takes us. But then y'all have these strict boundaries, which nothing's wrong with that. Nothing's wrong with that, but y'all have these strict boundaries. Y'all are very judgmental, and it's your way or the highway, or you know what I'm saying? Like, that's the underlying tone of everything. Okay, when it comes to her being in the military and him not supporting the military in any way, and in fact being vehemently against the military, this is not going to work. Her whole life is the military. And I wouldn't be surprised if in some way, shape, or form she goes back. She's surrounded by it. Her family's in it. Her friends are in it. She's been involved in it since a child. It's ingrained in her. And on top of that, she was poor growing up. It gave her the chance to get a leg up in life. You know what I'm saying? I'm sure she credits the military with, you know, her trajectory in life. So the fact that he is so black and white about it and not trying to see her side, and then even when going to meet with her friends, you know, still, like, I understand, I respect the fact that he didn't change his stance, that he was honest, but I don't know, I just feel like Ramses was doing a lot, and they're both in denial about that being a deal breaker in their relationship. And then we come down to the kids thing, and let's just be honest, y'all are already doing the nasty. What are y'all doing to prevent yourself from having kids now? Because y'all are just now talking about birth control and all of that. What have y'all been doing since y'all been on this vacation? Because y'all haven't taken your hands off each other since then. What y'all been doing? And then all of a sudden y'all want to have this conversation. Oh, I don't want to get on birth control. Then why did you start the conversation with, oh, I guess I'm gonna have to get on birth control, and then end it by saying you don't want to be on it? Not mad at you for that, but I don't understand why you started the conversation by acting like you would. And then Ramses, he's being ridiculous, saying, well, I don't want to use condoms because I don't like the feeling. Do you want to have kids or not? Do you want to have kids or not? They are very irritating because these are like serious deal breakers in relationships, and they're just handling it like, oh, it'll be all right. No. And then on top of that, her mom. Do you really want that to be your mother-in-law? Now, Ramses, I don't think Ramses is as, you know, sweet as pie as he pretends to be. Neither is Marissa, because the mama already told us how she could be, called her out of her name and everything. If you call your own daughter out of your name, I can't imagine what you'll say to me, how you feel about me. So why would I want to be? I would not want that to be my mother-in-law. The way she was roasting him for no reason, how bitter she is. Oh yeah, I don't. But marriages don't work. I don't believe in marriage because it didn't work for you. Because you ended up in relationships where it didn't work. So now nobody else's marriage can ever work. Projecting. She was just so rude, and I'm just like, this is just their relationship is just set up for failure at this point. Marissa was being fake bubbly. That a lot of people did say she was being fake, and I want to believe that was her real personality, but based off what the mama said and what Ramsey said behind the scenes, I don't know if that's her real personality, child. I don't see why they didn't dig deeper into the military service and the pods. She should have went with the other guy because at least they were both in the military. And he has, he still has that, liberal views, but they understand each other in the military thing. The mom was a realist. I suggest Marissa listen to her mother. I'm not necessarily mad at the sentiment. Well, I'm not necessarily mad at the mom trying to hold a mirror up to the situation and saying, this is not sugar, gumdrops, and rainbows. Okay. This is marriage. But you don't have to be so nasty and negative either. And I just didn't like the tone. I didn't like her calling her daughter out of her name. I didn't like, making fun of his hair, making fun of the way he dresses. It was just some nasty moments she had. And then when they first came on the screen and all her siblings said that they all have different dads and their dads could be a volleyball team, I was like, dang, how you put your mama business out there like that? But then when they showed the mom and how the mom acted, I'm like, I see why they tried to publicly embarrass her. They was trying to get her before she got them. Nah, background check, you could move on from someone as a criminal. Oh, the mom was right about a lot, but she's bitter in her tone. I agree with that. The mom was right about some things, but It was her bitterness and tone that was ugly. I think Marissa was too unserious in the pods. Yeah, she was talking about people sign. When she heard that man sign, it's like that's what sealed the deal for her. Like, has anybody on this just anybody on this show you need a background check to work at McDonald's but not be on Netflix? That's why I think they're putting these people on this show on purpose. The mother's delivery was crazy. She probably so fed up. I'm just getting flashbacks of not listening to my mom. That could be a part of it, but it's just getting better. The sign was when I was completely done with her. Yeah, that was completely silly. She wasn't that rude. She called that BS Ramses put on. I'm not saying she was wrong about calling Ramses out because he does do a lot of woo woo stuff that's annoying. He tries to act like he's way more, I don't know what's the word. He tries to act like he's not judgmental and things like that when he really is. She smiles too much for me. Marissa was being fake bubbly. I'm sure all reality dating shows require STI testing. Ooh, I hope so. Ramses also said if it wasn't good for her body, he understands, and then turns around and basically said, I'm not wearing a condom. Totally. I don't know. Well, what are y'all gonna do then? Because y'all gonna end up with a baby. Y'all gonna end up with a baby, and Marissa gonna be happy, and you'll be mad, and you'll be trying to act like she trapped you. I don't want to hear it. They never had any serious conversations while in the pods. I can't believe she risked getting pregnant and STDs. I hope she doesn't get pregnant because he will leave her and that baby. Child, I would not be surprised. I feel sorry for Marissa because Ramses is fake. The condom thing was weird, making the oldest child. I know, and he tried to act like he was so feminist. They were very misaligned and covered up their issues with sex. She would have been a better match with that other guy. I feel like they looked at Love is Blind as Tinder with extra and chaotic steps. Yeah, they seem like that type of people that just like to do crazy things for the adrenaline rush. How is he disgusted by the U.S., but he moved to the U.S. from another country? He can get a vasectomy. It's reversible for men and an easy surgery. If you're that serious about not having kids, then maybe you should, because you totally against using condoms and stuff. And women should not have to be forced to use birth control. I'm telling you, they do it to hold a woman back in life. What are you talking about, having a baby? Ramses will leave her with a baby just like her mom got left with multiple. Child, don't say that. Not a generational curse. What if he's trying to trap her on the lowest of keys? He might be plotting on her womb and making her a single mom. Maybe he want to be that single dad when she get that lawyer check. Let me stop. Mashed off vibes alone. Oh, thank you so much, Tamara BA, for the $5 super chat. So wait, this is the perfect example of the abortion law. Man, oh, I have to feel good. You know how they be. Hold on, y'all. Does Ramses have a child from his first marriage? I don't think so. Unless y'all know some I don't. Y'all know these men be popping up with children. Child, did he get exposed on TikTok? If you plan on having kids later, vasectomies aren't 100% reversible. Like, you sign a paper acknowledging that before the procedure. However, he needs to use condoms or figure something else out. Agreed. I do think vasectomies are, that would scare me. That would scare me. But he's the one that's not trying to have kids anytime soon. So he need to figure something out. I just want to cut his hair. Everybody cannot stand these two locks he has on the side. I don't know why they're just I don't know. I feel like they're a warning signal. Keep them as a warning to other women. Does anyone know how long he was married the first time? I don't think I know that. Has he said it? Not Rat Taylor. Thank you for calling them locks instead of braids like everyone else. Well, since I have some of my own now, his hair just irks me. Yes, one away from Ram. All right, y'all, let's move on. Both of these people irritate me really bad. And I was trying to be on Nick's side, but when Nick told his jaws with me, when he said, "Oh yeah, I know how to cook," and first of all, didn't know where noodles were located in the kitchen. Thought they were in the refrigerator. Strike one. Two, didn't know how to fill up the pot with water. Strike two. Strike three, didn't know what temperature to put on. To boil water? You don't know how to boil water? That means your mama do everything for you. That means your mama cook, clean. They pay your phone bill. They pay your insurance. And somebody made a good point, because at first I was like, what's the problem with his parents paying a couple bills for him? And what's wrong with that? They want to do it, they have the money to do it. Nothing's wrong with that. But then when you think about the fact that he also lives with them, he also, they bought him his car, they got his car insurance, they pay for his phone bill, they cook, clean, and everything else for him. Yeah, as a man, you should be doing some of that. I mean, all of it. you should be, especially if you're living at home, you need to be doing some cleaning and cooking. And you don't have to pay no rent. You ain't got to pay no mortgage. You could pay for your phone bill. You could pay for your car insurance. And look, I don't see anything wrong with living at home. His parents are partially to blame. I totally agree with that. I don't see any problem with living at home if you're stacking money in order to get a house, which I did see. Saw like a clip of him talking about that, how he was saving to get a house. But yeah, that's a lot. That's a bit much. They completely baby and coddle him. That's a lot. Maybe he washes the dishes. He just bought a house. Maybe he was living with them to save for it. And I believe that. I do believe that. But, not knowing how to boil the noodles, I can see how that was a big turnoff. I truly can. Now, does that excuse her behavior? Does that excuse the way she's condescending and constantly talking down on him and, treating him like the dirt on the bottom of her shoe? No. Constantly trying to sun him, trying to say he's short, clowning him in front of her family. Yeah, I don't agree with none of that either. I'm okay with a man staying at home, but I need to see what's in the bank account first. Ronnie, oh boy, man, up like Nick. She doesn't respect him and should move. Yeah, I think both of them should just move on. Like, even if he really, loves and cares about her, she doesn't respect him. And she thinks she's better than him. She thinks she knows more than him. And she will always hold that over his head. She thinks she's mature, but she's not. My dog is concerned for the baby. Yes, that was a baby, but it's not my baby. I promise. Um, y'all are cracking me up. Hannah was even getting on her parents' nerves. Like, whenever she brought Nick to meet her parents, and she was like, "Y'all are not even grilling him." He was like, the dad was like, "Well, what do you want me to say? You already engaged to the man. Like, how can I go in on somebody you're trying to marry?" Y'all are cracking me up. I promise I'm not pulling a Tyler. Her mom and dad don't like her. Hannah is a mature person, but an immature partner. I agree with that. I think she's kind of like, she kind of has like arrested development. She's stuck in high school with some of her mentality. Especially when he was trying to have fun on vacation and he was like, she just thought she was too good for it. She thought he was being lame, I guess, while she was being the cool girl. And then got mad when somebody else was trying to have fun with him. But you could have easily got out there and did it with him, but you thought you were too cute for that. You thought you were too cool for that. Hannah lost 40 pounds and needs to lose the attitude next. I saw that she lost some money. I mean, some money. I saw that she lost some weight. She looks good. She looks good. Yeah, he's kind of stuck in the past too. Um, but anyway, y'all, medical sales make a lot of money. Hannah is foolish. And that's the other thing. She really cannot talk too much crap on this man when you quit your job to be on this show. And then when he made that unemployment joke on her, and she got mad when you've been clowning this man the whole time, and he tell the truth on you, and you can't handle it. Me and my boyfriend called Nick Henry Evans. He was talking a lot of crap in them pods. Like, he was really acting like he was the man in them pods. He was lying, saying he had a pool table. That's not your pool table. That's your daddy's, and it's in storage. What else did he say? He said he looked like Henry Cavill, which I didn't know who Henry Cavill was, but when I looked him up, he don't look nothing like him. And after last season, why would you ever say you look like a celebrity? Especially when you don't look anything like that celebrity. The brother and Nick roasted her. The brother a little sneaky because he waited till she left the room and was trying to like have a little side conversation, like she get on my nerves too. And I bet you he gonna run back and tell Hannah everything. Better than Travis Kelce. Yeah, he don't look like Travis Kelce either. Even if I really felt like I looked like a celebrity, I would never tell that person because usually celebrities, they look out of this world beautiful. So a normal person in comparison with a celebrity, most likely, you're not going to be able to match that. So why would I put a thought in your mind and then when you see me, it's like a huge letdown? First of all, you're trying to manipulate the situation because it's supposed to be love is blind. You're supposed to be focused on your personality and your character versus your looks. And if you tell somebody how you, let's say you do look like Megan Good or whatever, you're cheating. The Megan Fox of, oh, I said Megan Good, my bad. Megan Fox. That's like me going in there saying I look like Megan Good. Like if somebody saw me, I don't think, yeah, think I'm cute or whatever. But if I tell somebody I look like Megan Good, they're gonna be very upset when they see me not looking anything like her. Celebrities look like regular people. Well, I'm just saying celebrities have the access to plastic surgeons and, filler and all this other stuff, the best makeup artists to make them look airbrushed in real life, to make them look amazing. Your average person doesn't have access to that. So I'm not saying the celebrity necessarily is like, this goddess or ethereal person naturally, but to the average guy, they're gonna obviously look at that and be like, oh, that's like, out of my league. And then they see you, it just in comparison. I'm not saying if they took all that makeup off, y'all wouldn't be in the same league, but with all the extras, they have the glow. And then think about it, they have access to the best dermatologists, the best skincare. They have, stylists, hairstylists. They just have everything to make them look like 10s. Even if in real life they look like 5s. Or do Uno reverse, say I look like Celie from The Color Purple. Say and let them be surprised. We're not ugly, we're just poor. Pretty much. They be so pressed to get chosen in the pods. They play up their look. Yeah, I know. I hate that. Especially when they're competing with another woman. Who gonna tell Pinky she prettier than Megan Good? Girl, don't boost my head up. Don't do that. On that note, let's move on. Cause y'all ain't finna have me out here looking crazy. Like Chelsea was. All right, let's talk about Steven and Monica. Y'all, I see Monica getting hate online. And yeah, her attitude was not cute, the way she treated Steven, she kind of was bossing him around a little bit and putting a lot of pressure on him to get her gifts that were clearly outside of his tax bracket. He was talking about Kate Spade and she was talking about YSL and Louis Vuitton, had that man stressed out. Personally, I feel like he didn't have his job then. I feel like when he got back from the vacation, he acted like, oh, I lost my job. I feel like he knew he lost his job before he came back. But at the end of the day, he was a weirdo freak, y'all. This was never gonna work out. He sat up there and lied, act like he was going to a sleep study, but then claims he was drunk texting another woman some freaky fetish stuff. That's after Monica gave him some money after him losing his job for 2 days. Absolutely not. She was the victim in this story. Like does she need to change her behavior? Would she have ran off somebody that would have actually been a good partner? Yes. But Steven didn't deserve any better. Tammy said she looked like Scottie Pippen. And this is no shade, she really does look like Scottie Pippen. They look like they could be brother and sister. That's crazy. He said he knew what he was doing, so he was not drunk. The whole sleep study excuse, like, you could have come up with something a little bit better, because at a sleep study, aren't you supposed to be asleep? Why are you up texting anybody, let alone being drunk? People talking about Monica was mean. I don't want to hear that. She gave this man money, talking about she was his sugar mama. I heard it was $400. I don't know how true it was, but I saw somebody post some sort of receipt of his Venmo, him sending her that Venmo back, and it was $400. I wonder what he asked for that money for. Steven is not a bright man. I want to know what was in those text messages, because the way he was talking and the way she said he kept trying to poke her in the butt. She should have been got away from that man. She probably paid for that date. Monica is mean, but Steven is sick. I'll take mean over sick any day. Y'all, he used the same cheat story from the pods. My thing is, now this is where we're gonna get on Monica. This man told you straight up he was a cheater, that he cheated emotionally in the DMs, and he got caught before he could physically cheat. And that's literally what happened in this situation. He let you know he has no control. He has no discipline when it comes to his fetishes. Because I don't know what he's into. Monica said, give me my money right now here on camera. I'm not mad at Monica. You know how many women are chasing around men that owe them money that will never get that back? Oh my goodness. I wish it's somebody right now. I wish I could get a camera in their face and tell me, cash at me my money back right now. And it's been years. Not a man. Somebody owed me their portion of the rent, but the way he did her, she should have been meaner. He has no accountability either, because he automatically, like he was trying to act so demure and so cutesy, like and like, sir, talk like how you was talking in them text messages. The casual way he dropped, I know. And then remember when they were sitting in the living room and she was like crying and Taylor was comforting her, and here he comes rummaging around in the kitchen like, sir, do you not know what's going on in here? Wait, $8,000? Where you see $8,000 at? Monica said, Monica wouldn't have gotten her money back if she didn't demand it. She knew he was planning on leaving. That's why he left so easily. Yeah, I don't think he truly wanted to be with her. He just wanted to be on the show. He actually laid out why he wanted to be on the show, because he knew those women were going to be after him. He knew the women would be in his DMs, and he was low-key bragging about it when he was talking about that with Monica and Taylor that night. And he was saying, yeah, the women going to be in our DMs. He didn't look like he was going to be fighting them off. He looked like he was excited about it. Was anyone else uncomfortable when he kept talking about women want to throw themselves at the dude? Tyler owes a woman $8,000. Okay. Yeah, Tyler, I don't that doesn't shock me. I heard he owed $30,000 in child support too, child. I don't know what's true about that. Oh my goodness. Let's go ahead and move on to Tyler, and because y'all already talking about Tyler and Ashley. Tyler the Procreator is crazy. Tyler the Procreator. I am so tickled. Tyler the Procreator. Oh my God. Oh God. Yeah, y'all, if she married this man, like if his story was true of he just donated sperm to a lesbian couple, still don't think I could get past that because you didn't tell me this before I agreed to marry you. So there was definitely some deception and manipulation going on. You knew I wasn't going to accept the proposal. If you would have been honest enough, from maybe she would have. Maybe she would have looked past it. You know what I'm saying? Because Monica looked past cheating, but I don't know. He did a lot of praying and using the Bible and all that, and consistently bringing up kids and what you want to name your kids and the traditions you want to have with your kids, knowing you already got 3 kids. And I'm sorry, the donor thing doesn't hold up if your kids have your last name. And that's where you lose me, sir. Like, and you got all kind of pictures with these kids on Christmas. The same Christmas you said you was alone and had to cook your own dinner was the same Christmas you was gifting your kids their dream presents on Christmas Day, wearing matching pajamas with their mama. So I don't believe nothing he had to say. I heard the twins, the last 2. Tyler Gibbs trying to be Brett 2.0. Why are they saying he donated the old-fashioned way? What do you mean the old-fashioned way? Super villain. He wanted to make sure he had her hooked before. That's 1,000% manipulation. If he was honest and upfront with all of it and gave her the opportunity to choose whether or not she wanted to deal with him, that's one thing. But not to tell her, that's crazy. He slept with the mother. Oh, okay. I get it, y'all. He was warming her up like a cup of coffee. Them children. He kept talking about children. That's what made it so. He was playing in her face the whole time. That's what made it so ugly. Like, you're constantly bringing up children. Oh, what are we going to do when we have kids? Oh, remember when he said he wanted to have 7 kids, knowing he already had 3? And she was like, oh, she barely wanted to have 3. And you already have 3. So not a turkey baster. Child. Is that what they were doing? I don't want to know. I don't want to know none of that, y'all. I don't. I changed my mind. He was trying to baby trap her. He was, because he kept talking about, yeah, we're going to get to this altar. He was doing all this love bombing and saying he wanted to get her pregnant. Sad, pitiful man. Try to unclaim your own kids. Right. And even his mom was posting them talking about my grandkids. He wanted a Brady Bunch. Y'all heard he did the same thing with his last fiance and found out he was having a kid and the lesbian's baby shower. He gonna have her babysitting like Cam Newton. At this point, throw the whole show. So who said that she was still with him? Wait, no spoilers. I don't want to know. Never mind. I don't want to know. Then scrubbing the pictures off his socials. I feel bad for Ashley, but if she sticks around after this, you know what you're signing yourself up for. So that's going to be you actively making the choice. So I don't know what to say after that. He was trying to donate sperm to Ashley. Yeah, him and the baby mama was smiling in his fiance's face, knowing. So instead of the story being him donating his sperm to the lesbian couple, he was actually messing around with one of them behind the other one's back. It just keeps getting worse. Oh, well. If she don't leave after all this, I don't know what to tell you, girl. You signing up for toxicity. Mm. Do y'all think he wanted to trap Ashley to leave her with the kids? Do y'all think? My main thing too, I forgot about this, the fact that he owes money. And if they do get married, that money that he owes will fall on her too. They both respective partners. This is stress me. I'm not just stressed out. It's just, oh my, this is a lot. I wouldn't want anything to do with this. Like, if you bring any type of drama like this to my door, because I like to live a peaceful life. I don't like to do too much arguing. That's gonna happen from time to time, but some people thrive in toxicity, and I can't do it. He's living like he's in a Tyler Perry production. He's a Tyler Perry, like he's the definition of a Tyler Perry villain. The definition. Ashley better get out when she can. Do any real love stories come out of the DMV? I don't know. I heard it was a terrible place to find a partner. That's what I heard. I heard DMV and Atlanta were the worst place to find someone to marry if you're a woman. But y'all, I'm going to go ahead and jump off this live. Shout out to the people in here. Whenever the episodes drop, I will drop my next reviews. Also, make sure y'all check out La Vida Rosa Style, where you can find these cute handmade tassel earrings by yours truly. And also, I have a collection of fall leaf earrings I want y'all to check out. Yeah, that's pretty much it. I'll be going live again sometime this week. So have your post notifications turned on. And yeah, I will see you in the next one. Are you watching Love is Blind, Habibi? No, I'm not. I probably won't. If I do watch it, I probably won't review it. I did hear it was getting good though. Love is Blind needs to come to smaller states like Mississippi. Oh my God, please don't come to Mississippi. I'm gonna put my order in soon. Thank you. All right, you guys. I'll see you later.